Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. I'm going to be using products that I picked out for my March Shop My Stash. So I'm doing a Shop My Stash series and I posted yesterday all of my picks from March. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it down below. But that's what I'm going to be doing today. I have some good news to share in today's video as well. So why don't we go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be starting off with the eyes. I grabbed out two different eyeshadow palettes, but the one that I'm going to use today is from Juvia's Place. This is the Douce palette. I really wanted to do kind of more of a pinky look today, so I grabbed this one versus the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. So I do have my eyelids primed already, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the palette. So the first shade that I'm going to use is going to be this pink one right here. And I'm going to use the Sigma E40 and just kind of blend that one into the crease here. Okay, let's get into it. So I'm just going to be a little bit sloppy with this shade, but mostly focusing that like in the crease, inner and outer parts of my eye, building it up, all that fun stuff. I have kind of like an idea of what I want to do today, but I'm not like 100% that it's going to look great, but it's makeup. I don't have anywhere to go today or anything like that, so you know, it'll be fine. I am also peeling pretty much everywhere, so now that we're like nice and zoomed in, I'm sure that you'll be able to tell that I am peeling. I think it's probably a combination between my sunburn, because I went on vacation a couple weeks ago to Punta Cana and did get a sunburn. Like my arms are peeling right now and my chest is peeling. So it's probably a combination of that, and also I started testing out the Drunk Elephant retinol cream that they just came out with. I really have been wanting to review it, but I didn't want to do it before vacation because I was worried about it making me peel, because if like you overuse it or you use too much or whatever, you can get some peeling issues with it. So I was waiting until after vacation, so I finally started it. So I think it's probably a combination between the two, but I am pretty peely. Like you'll probably notice like even my hands too are peeling, so you know. All kinds of cute today, all kinds of cute. So I think I want to take kind of this purple shade. Oh, what do I want to do with it though? I think I want to just take a smaller brush. Actually, I'm going to take the Sigma E45 and I'm going to pick up Custard, the middle shade right here. And I'm going to kind of focus that like into the crease really precisely. So that's why I'm using kind of a smaller brush here and just kind of see what it looks like. I was thinking about blending it on the outer part of the eye first, but I'm gonna kind of take it right here, like in the center of my crease, and just kind of blend it up a little bit maybe. Yeah, could be fun. Okay. So I'm just kind of building up that shade here in the crease and just kind of lightly kind of feathering it out on the like inner and then outer part of the eye. Alrighty, so then I'm going to pick up the shade Puffs right here, which is a really pretty shimmery pink. I'm going to use the Sigma F70, which is a flat brush. I'm going to go ahead and spray it to get it damp, because that is what I prefer to do with the Juvia's Place eyeshadows. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start to apply that to my lid. Ooh, that's really pretty. I'm just going to kind of apply that all over. I'm going to bring that shade kind of right up in there on the crease. I do usually get quite a bit of fallout with the Juvia's Place palettes, so big reason why I generally will do my eyes first when using their palette so I can wipe away the fallout. So that's kind of what it's looking like right now. It's kind of like a cut crease, but I didn't use any like concealer and I didn't make it super dramatic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. It's like a faster way of doing it, if you will. Once I have it where I like it, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more of that Custard shade on the E45 and just kind of blend those edges together. I'm gonna grab a makeup wipe and just clean away any of those shadows that fell onto my face. Okay, that's where I'm gonna leave the eyes for right now. I'll come back and finish them off in a little bit, but I'm gonna switch over to my face. For my primer, I grabbed out the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. I really do like the primers from Flower Beauty. I've tried quite a few from them, and I think they're all pretty nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to my face. For my foundation, I grabbed out one of my favorite foundations just in general, but my #1 drugstore foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I'm in the shade N4. I'm going to use the makeup sponge from Ofra Cosmetics. I've been trying out, I think it's called their Perfecting Puff, and I think it's really, really nice. So I'm going to do a couple pumps on that and apply it to my skin. I really like this foundation. Okay, so I said that I have some good news to share, and I am so pumped to share this news with you guys. So the good news is that we have bought a house, which is awesome, and we have also sold our house. I'm so freaking happy. I can't even tell you guys how excited I am. It has been a really crazy couple of weeks with everything going on. We actually, oh my gosh, it's just been wild. We found a house, so we are moving. If you haven't been keeping up with my channel very much, we are moving because my husband got a new job, and it is an hour and a half away from where we live now, so he's been driving that, you know, pretty much every single day. And so we have been looking for houses in this new town that we're moving to since last year, March. It has been almost a full year that we have been looking for a home. And we live in the Des Moines area now, which is in Iowa. So we live in the Des Moines area. We live in a suburb of Des Moines, and Des Moines is very large. It's the capital of Iowa. It is very large. It has a lot of suburbs around it. So kind of no matter what it is that you want, what your price range is, what kind of house you want, what school district you want, etc., you're going to be able to find something here. It's not too hard, generally speaking. Where we are moving is very, very small, and just not a lot of houses on the market, not a lot of just anything. So this house has been the only house out of, I think we've looked at around like 10 in the town that we're moving, and the one that we, you know, have the accepted offer on was the only one that we liked, the only one. And I was starting to get a little bit panicky because I'm just thinking, like, what if we really can't find a house? So for my concealer, I grabbed out the NYX HD Concealer. I think that this concealer is super nice, and I have the shade beige. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my under eyes. So I was just getting pretty stressed. Kind of a crazy process, and then, you know, finally we found this house and we really liked it, and we put an offer in, and, you know, we kind of went back and forth. We didn't think that we were gonna get it, but then our offer was accepted. It was contingent on a few things, including selling our home. And while we were on vacation, actually in Punta Cana, we got a message from our realtor saying that someone else had put an offer in on this home and that they were going to accept it because of our contingency of selling our home, which had not sold yet. So we're on vacation, and we're with, you know, our friends, another couple, and we're like, we lost the house, don't know what we're gonna do. You know, what if it takes us another year to find a new home? You know, like, we were kind of bummed. It was the last night of vacation that we got that message, and we were just like, oh shoot, that, you know, that stinks. We get home and we get told that we can actually still get the house as long as we can remove the contingency of selling our home. So basically we're going to be agreeing to paying double mortgages. And I'm like, oh no, like, oh, okay, because what, you know, what do we do? Because what if we can't find another home, we give this up, now we can't find another house, and what if our house sells the next week? What do we do? Foreshadowing. So we decided to go ahead and do that. We only had like hours to be able to get this approved from our bank, for them to even say, like, yes, this is something that will allow you to do, because that's, you know, pretty darn huge. And so we were able to actually remove this contingency on buying the house. And so then we thought we had it. Then we get told we're home from vacation now. It's the very next day that we're home. We get another call saying, actually, it doesn't matter that you were able to remove that contingency. They can still go with the other offer. And we're like, oh no, like, we tried so hard. And so we thought we lost it again. This, I'm telling you, this past couple of weeks have just been really crazy with the house stuff, because we thought we lost it again, and we were just like, well, that sucks, but, you know, back to the drawing board. keep looking, all of that. To set my concealer, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild contouring palette and my Real Techniques setting brush. So I'm just going to use the setting powder side and lightly tap into that and run that on my under eyes. So yes, so we thought we lost the house again. I had to let my camera cool down, so I kind of, not gonna lie, I kind of forgot where I left off there. But so essentially we thought we lost the house again, and then our realtor called again and said no, they went through the fine print, and as long as we could have removed that contingency, then the house was ours. So then she's saying like, congratulations, the house is yours. And Mitch hangs up, and literally we sat there and waited. Like, so there gonna be another phone call saying that like something else happened. Like, we didn't want to get too excited or like say anything to anybody, just like, you know, like our parents and stuff, because it was like, do we have it? Do we not have, like, we don't know what's going on. And until like, you know, we sign something or whatever, or have a closing date, like, we're not gonna say anything because we have no idea what's going on at this point. It was so back and forth. It was very, very confusing. But then we did, you know, come up with a closing date, and we signed that document, and I think it's actually happening. I know that stuff can still happen until really you have signed the papers that the house is now yours. You know, even just recently my sister was moving and it fell through at the very last minute. I know that that happens. So I'm still a little bit nervous to even be saying all of this, but you know, you guys have been with me through so long of this process of just prepping for the move, then getting our house ready, and you hear me talk about it in so many of my videos because it's just really stressful, and all the showings and having your house ready at all times and all of that. So I just really wanted to let you guys know. I'm also going to take the contour side in that Wet n Wild palette with the Sigma F06 and just use that to contour the face. So that's very exciting, but at the same time, so people are like, oh, congratulations, you know, that's amazing. And I'm just thinking in my head, oh my word, we are about to pay 2 mortgages. Oh my word. Like, that's going to be very expensive. What are we gonna do? This could really suck, but at the same time, you know, if we were moving somewhere that was like in Des Moines, where there was just 4 houses, I think we would have been like, nope, it's fine, you know, we can go ahead and let that one go. We really want to make sure we have our house sold before this. But because there's just no options where we're moving, it was like, what do? We feel like our hands are tied. So I was like, we might just have to cut back on a lot, you know, and things like that. Like, we just might have to cut back a lot. And you know what? It's all good. Like, we can hopefully make it happen and all that good stuff. I'm going to do just a little bit of a nose contour because I really do like this Sigma brush for a nose contour. So then the very next week, it was kind of crazy because on Sunday we had 2 showings scheduled, and one was at like noon. So, you know, obviously, like, we get the house ready, we, you know, get Aries, and we take off for about an hour. It's all good. And then we had another showing at like 4. And in the midst of all of this, unfortunately, my husband's grandmother had passed away. So we were actually getting ready to have to go out of town to be with family and to do the services and all of that. And I'm thinking, oh no, I don't have videos ready. Shoot, what am I gonna do? I don't normally film for YouTube on Sundays, Saturday or Sundays. I film Monday through Friday. And I was like, I need to get ready and film a video. So we had a showing at noon and then a showing at like 4:30. So after we got home, which is at like 1 o'clock, I'm in my office hurrying to get ready, film a video, put everything away. You know, I have to put all my makeup away. We pack Aries up again and we leave the house. To bronze, I'm gonna use the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess and my Benefit Hoola brush. We get home and we realize that that showing hadn't came. The 4:30, the people never came because obviously, like, we have so much snow here and such, we can just tell there was water on the floor, the carpet's wet. Usually, like, one of the lights is shut off, the shower curtains moved. Like, you can tell when someone's been in your house, and we could see that no one had been there. So we called our realtors like, hey, just so you know, no one came to this showing, da-da-da. And I was just super frustrated because it's Sunday evening. You know, we have all of this going on. We still need to pack to go out of town. And, you know, trying to work and all of that. And also we were having blizzard conditions that night. The roads were terrible. And it's like, you just made a family pack up and leave their house and drive around in this horrible weather. And then you don't even come or have the courtesy to cancel. Like, how, like, I was mad. I was mad Sunday night. I was super frustrated. I'm just like, this is just getting to me so much. Like, I hate this process, da-da-da. Like, 2 hours later, the phone rang and we had an offer on our house. And I was just like, you, like, thank you. And you know, we kind of went back and forth a little bit and we got it to an offer where we were able to accept it and all of that. So we do have an accepted offer on our house. The closing isn't for about a month after we close on the house where we're moving. So that's fine. That's fine. Like, you know, it was just one of those things too where it was like we were so nervous to accept the house and to accept having to do these double payments. But at the same time, we were just like, what if our house sells the next week? And that's what happened. So we do have an accepted offer on our home. It's going to be closed on in about a month and a half, 2 months or so here. So we'll have a little bit of an overlap, but you know, it might help us with moving and packing, you know, making sure we have the internet set up at the new place. Obviously that's something that's really important to me. So I'll be able to continue to have my internet here as, you know, just everything gets figured out at the new place. We'll have a little bit of an overlap. I'm gonna do just a little bit of bronzer like on my jawline and such. But we do have an accepted offer on our home. We no longer have to have showings here. Again, you know, our house still has to go through like appraisal and inspection and, you know, all of that stuff. But hopefully if everything goes through, we will have also sold our house. So that was kind of a long story. I really wasn't going to say all of that, but it was just so crazy. You know, like it was just one of those crazy things. Like, there was just so much going on. So we're really happy though. I'm really relieved. For my blush, I'm gonna use the one from Mavie Cosmetics. This is the I Can and I Will blush, and I'm gonna use the Sigma F40. So yeah, that's kind of the good news on our end. And I was really excited to tell you guys, because like I said, I've been talking about this process for a while, but we have been in this process for a while. I mean, from just deciding that we were going to do the move, to looking, to finally finding something, to then like hurriedly putting our house on the market and all of that, and just it's been pretty crazy. So now we have to look forward to, obviously there's a bunch of stuff when you move. Like last night we were trying to get quotes for like home insurance and, you know, things like that. But that is our happy news that we have to share. And yeah, so lots of changes. There'll still be a lot coming up. Like I said, I'm not really sure how anything's gonna go. I'm gonna do my best to still, you know, continue to have my videos every day except for Saturday. I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup CEO and my waterline. I'll continue to do my best, but as always, I update a lot on like Twitter, Instagram stories. I try to use the YouTube community tab if I have like something important to say. But we'll see, and hopefully everything goes smoothly and goes through, and hopefully the move goes okay and all of that. So, whew, adulting. Adulting is really fun. So I'm gonna finish off the lower lash line, and I kind of want to do something a little bit on the different side. I'm first gonna come into this shade here, and I'm just gonna use that Sigma E45, and I'm just gonna kind of sweep this just a little like messily on the lower lash line, but I really want to use one of these like pretty shimmers and give it like a pop of a different color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this first. Also, I have another bit of happy news, is that I got a new camera, which I'm really excited for. I got a Canon, the G7X Mark II, I believe is what it's called. I'm not filming with it yet. It came while we were out of town, and I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. So I'm definitely going to like play around and do a couple test videos and stuff and see how things are looking. I think I'm gonna grab this shimmer here and the Sigma smudge brush, the E21, and just kind of smudge it on the lower lash line and just kind of see what we get for a color. So I'm definitely gonna do a couple test videos and get them on my computer and start to edit them and see what it looks like, and because I'm sure it's gonna take a little bit to understand the settings and everything, but I am so excited for a new camera. I can't even tell you. I've been filming with the Sony a5100 for a couple of years now, and it's a great beginner camera. It's very like user friendly for someone who's not very like tech savvy like myself, but it definitely has some of its downsides, and the biggest one is that it overheats at like 15 minutes. So when I do videos like this, it takes me so long, because then, you know, I film for a bit and then I have to take a break, and then I get like distracted with something else, and then I come back and film. It takes me hours and hours instead of just being able to sit down and film straight through. It takes me forever. So I'm really excited for a new camera, and hopefully things go smoothly and all of that. But it went on sale. If you guys don't have Shoptagr, you really need it. I will link it below. I've done sponsored videos with them in the past. This one is not, but it's because I really believe in that site. They send you an email if something that you flagged goes on sale, and that's how I found the camera. I got an email that morning and it went on sale by a lot, and I literally bought it like hours later because I was like, I've never seen it go on sale this much. I'm freaking buying it. So if you guys don't have Shoptagr and you're always, you know, on the hunt for a good sale, seriously, that site's pretty bomb. I'm adding so much like house stuff to it right now because we will have to like furnish a lot. It has a full finished basement, and our basement was not finished. My husband started the process of finishing it, but we've never had to like furnish it. So we need a lot of stuff, and I'm like really starting to stress out. I was even more stressed when I was thinking that our house had not sold yet. I was like, how are we going to do this? Because we need like a fridge, a washer, a dryer. The upstairs is hardwood, so we need a couple of rugs. Then we need all the furniture in the basement. I'm like, how are we doing this? So it's a little bit of a stress relief, you know, just with all the house stuff, but there's still a lot that we need to grab. So I am like pinning stuff to my Pinterest, like inspo and all of that. I want to get some better makeup storage. Maybe like, I know everyone uses those like Alex 9 drawers or whatnot. I'm thinking maybe doing something like that for my new space. And I'm not very good at like designing, interior design, just having that like creativity in my mind to be able to decorate. So I'm kind of stressing out a bit, but you know, it's okay. So I'm just kind of on Pinterest and saving stuff that I find to Shoptagr, and if things go on sale, then good, because I like sales. For the inner corner, I'm just going to use a little bit of this Tarte shade, and I'm just going to take that same Sigma brush and just kind of flip it over, use the other side, and just kind of lightly tap here on the inner corner. Just for a little something. For my mascara, I'm going to use the Buxom Mascara in Blackest Black and apply to both my top and bottom lashes. Okay, before I finish off the look, I do need to do my brows. I grabbed out the Morphe brow pencil. I really like this pencil. I don't feel like a lot of people talk about it. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. I do need to let the Sony cool down a bit, and I feel like I've chatted your guys' ears off in this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera, and then we'll finish this off. Brows are done. For my highlight, I'm going to come into the MAC Hyper Real Glow palette. I'm going to take out the center shade, which is kind of this really pretty rose gold, and use my Sigma F03 and go ahead and highlight the cheekbones. So all kinds of exciting stuff coming up, lots of change coming up, lots of change, hopefully good things. And you know, I'm just excited to, once everything settles down, to just kind of get back into a routine again, because I'm a very routine person. I'm a very scheduled person, etc. So to just kind of be thrown out of my routine for so long has just been kind of hard. So I'm excited. You know, we still have a lot to go, obviously, but you know, we can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel now, and that's just one thing that I crave so much, is just getting back into my routine, getting back into just, you know, that's what I'm looking forward to. So very excited. I'm excited for my new camera. Got to figure that out and all that. I'm going to do my lip combo now. I'm going to start off with the lip liner. This is the Bite Beauty 020. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. Also filling in a bit. This lip liner is more creamy than I was for some reason expecting. Quite like this. I really like could not remember trying out the Bite lip liner, but I had to sharpen it. So I'm like, I know I've used it, but like, why can I not remember what this is like? So I wanted to bust that out. And then I think for the lip color, I'm going to come into the Pixi Matte Lash Liquid Lip, and this is in Matte Beige. Alrighty, to spray my face, lock it all in, I'm going to use the Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set and Refresh Mist. Alright guys, so this is the finished look for today's video, using some products from my March Shop My Stash. I hope that you enjoyed me seeing achieve this look. And again, I wanted to share some exciting happy news for you guys, let you know some more changes are on the way for me, but I'm really excited and wanted to share that with you here. Other than that, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in Sunday's video.